We have a brand new segment. I'm going to call it All Around the World. Ooh. Very similar to the basketball game. Not literally all around the world.
Okay. I was about to say, because I'm not much of a geography guy.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I have questions for a bunch of different teams around the NBA. We're going to try to hit as many as possible in the time that we got.
Bet.
First team that we have is the Pistons, who are 5.5 games ahead of the Celtics as the 1 seed, 5-1 without 5-1 without Cade on the season, and currently on a 4-game win streak. Now this is a little bit of a two-parter. Do you consider them the favorite, and if not, should they be the biggest buyers at the deadline?
As of right now, I do consider them a favorite. I think they've been the most dominant team out east. They've consistently gone down and beat teams even without Cade. And even when there's a little funky offensively, this team just finds a way to win. Like I value that as a viewer and as someone who has to judge a team. If you can go out there and win games when the offense ain't looking sexy and you just grind it out and just muck it up, I love those type of wins because that means that no matter what, that we gonna lock in defensively and get multiple possessions where we get stops on a consistent basis. And that's just something hard to do in today's league with the three-point evolution. But the Detroit Pistons go out there every night, and no matter what, they are gonna get multiple stops in a row.
Yeah, I think they have to be my favorite right now. I don't feel great about it, but there's no other team that I feel good about. So I default to the team that looks the best. They are a traditional back when we were kids ass team.
Yeah.
And that's what I value about them. They'll have a game where their defensive rating is a 98, and it's like, man, that's a good old that's 2005 Pistons. And they just so happen to have an offensive superstar too on a nightly basis who can put it together as well. So I am afraid of their lack of shooting. I can't look past that. As much as I see them as a favorite in the East, I could also see them being vulnerable in the postseason because of their lack of shooting and because of their lack of secondary creation. But we just saw them go to a nice 6-game series against an experienced Knicks team just last season, and they were one missed call away from making the Game 7. So, if they can do that to the team that was in the conference finals, then I feel like this year might be their year. I still don't want them to buy, though, to get to your second question.
You said you don't?
I do want them to buy.
Okay.
I think because it is so open, it scares me to look at a season and be like, we're going to wait and see. Because the Celtics will be back, y'all. I don't know if the Pacers are going to be back to a championship team, but they're going to be back to some capacity.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks are going to figure it out eventually. I just don't know if that's this season. So this is their chance to really win the Eastern Conference. So I would want them to buy.
Yeah, MPJ is rumored. I think you can go out there and get MPJ.
Feel so good about this team.
You feel really good because he does so much for you off the ball, and he requires so much attention with his movement and how good of a three-point shooter he is. He would just be such a perfect fit next to Cade, and you already had a defensive infrastructure to where he's still able to come in and complement you defensively.
The problem is he kind of is the only guy for them on the market.
Yeah,
none of the other guys that we talked about 2 segments ago, you're like, yeah, that guy fits on the Pistons. It really is MPJ or nobody.
Because Trey Murphy apparently is untouchable.
Exactly.
All right, next team we got is the Suns. Jaylen Green, who just came back, had a good game against Philly. It was only 12 points, but you felt the impact. How can Jaylen Green elevate this Suns team to the next level?
I think by getting consistent rim pressure, being an athlete, and I think just being able to not be a ball stopper. This team likes to move the ball a lot, and they play within like a team unit. All of that looked sexy and fun when Jaylen Green wasn't there, and it put them in this position to where they could potentially host a playoff series. So he has to come in and just completely buy into what the team is already doing and not be focused on, let me get back to being Jaylen Green. You could be Jaylen Green within the offense, just don't hinder the team.
Yeah, Derek said it perfectly. Don't be a ball stopper. Buy into whatever the coach is asking, which it seems like that's the case because he was asked about coming off the bench and he was just thumbs up, whatever, this is what the team needs. The vibes are high. Just keep the vibes high.
Yeah.
And sit in that chair. He did it a few times when they were hunting him in that 76er game, and he got the stops. And sometimes he got scored on, obviously, but he was really engaged on that side of the ball. I wasn't a Jaylen Green guy in Houston. If he's playing like this and this is his new identity and everything, I might be a Jaylen Green guy. I love a guy that could just buy in, recognize I was a number 2 overall pick. I'm a guy that's averaged 20 in this league, but this team need me to do a little bit different, and I can do that. And that's the entirety of the Suns as a team.
And Jordan Ott ain't gonna kiss your ass. He'll sit you on that bench. Trust me. I don't think there's a connection there to where he feels like he needs to play you like they did in Houston. Jordan Ott will comfortably sit you, and you will not be happy with that.
Just having another creator for Book is dope too.
Yeah.
A guy that you can trust to make a tough shot if they need a tough shot made. So shout out to Jaylen Green. I'm excited.
They got
about the
3
rest of his
tough
career.
shot makers now.
Yeah,
It's crazy. We got to put Dylan Brooks in that conversation.
Yeah, the offense will take care of itself. You just got to buy in on the defensive side. Keontae George is having a super big breakout season. Looking at the rest of the roster kind of landscape, they have Lowry obviously still there. They have Ace Bailey, who they just picked up. They're super high on. Probably going to get another pick again this year. And again, they still have younger players on this roster. Should this be the last year of their quote-unquote tanking?
I think so. I gave you a dap because before the season started, you said Keontae George was a star. And I liked Keontae George last season. I definitely didn't think star. I think star is like really in the making right now. So that's one of your best calls. It should be. I think it should be. This pick is top 8 protected. I personally think they should do everything in their power to keep that pick, even if it don't end up being top 4. But like a 7th pick right now is really good for them because you see when they're completely healthy that they're a competitive team. I think when Larry Markkinen plays, they're only below 500 by 5 games, which sounds crazy. But I think their win the other night was their first win without Larry Markkinen, if I'm not mistaken, when Keontae George hit 40-some points. So Larry Markkinen obviously brings the team up, and if Keontae continues to progress the way he progressed from last year to this year, I think this should be a team that's trying to be competitive. The unfortunate part is the conference that they play in, that even when you're trying to be competitive, you can see your ass at the 12th seed. But yeah, it should be the last year they're actively tanking.
Yeah, actively tanking, yeah, I think so. But I still don't think that they're going to be a really good team next year.
Yeah.
Because also that center void might be there. Because
Walker
I don't.
Kessler.
Come back.
Kessler
Big
will
Walt.
be back.
It ain't
Walker-
Nurk. Maybe it is Nurk. Who knows?
I don't know. Nurk for doing this thing.
You gotta be nice to Nurkic now because he'll throw shots at you on Twitter if you don't.
And they also still have an extended Walker Kessler, so like that, they still have to figure that situation
They
out.
may have some
and
leverage now that he's coming off a major injury.
Yeah, so I wonder what that extension will look like. And also, will they draft a center, depending on where they fall? So they have a big situation to figure out when it comes to the center situation.
Yeah, and I think that a lot relies on what Ace Bailey looks like with a full NBA season under his belt plus an off season.
Yeah.
He was highly touted for a reason. I wouldn't be surprised if next season he looks pretty good. So they do have somewhat of a nucleus. Even some of the guys that, like, I was really big on Bryce Sensabaugh coming into the season, kind of stunk the first couple months, but like the last 2 weeks, he had a 40 ball, a 30 ball, a 25 piece. So maybe he's a part of their future. And Cody Williams, he puts together a few games every month where it's like, I understand why you were the 10th pick or whatever the number it was. And I don't know if that's something he can build off of, but like, Jazz fans should feel okay. Keep that pick. Maybe you got to bench Nurkic or trade Nurkic because he might be too good. He might be too good.
Yeah.
Again, just not too long ago, teams was trading away draft capital to get him off the team.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna be trading draft capital for him. No, I love it though. He's been absolutely balling.
Hey, not too much of my boy Matt though, Nurkic. I can't do nothing to you. You a 4.5 feet taller than me. But be nice to my friend Matt, please. He's a good guy. Damn it.
Next thing we got is OKC back on their stuff after they did have a little bit of a waiver.
Little 6-6 kid.
Yep.
Shea is making a stronger MVP case this year than last year.
I think so.
yeah.
I mean, because the competitor and Jokic has been out. Right now, I don't see anybody in the rearview mirror. I think it's just Shea. As long as he plays 65 games, nobody's really going to compete to win that MVP award. And it will be a worthy MVP if you ask me.
Yeah, when you look at it, it's kind of hard to say. Just Jokic isn't playing.
Who's even number 3?
Jaylen Brown, I guess.
Isn't that crazy?
Jaylen
Not even, I
Brown.
can't say Giannis. They're 11th seed.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Maybe
Giannis.
Luka, but like
Luka, but
there's still a lot.
I don't
going
know.
on
Personally,
with
I
Luka.
think it's a little bit of the bias to it. It's like the Lakers ain't as good as they are.
The
so.
Lakers are a team that I can't take seriously. So, like, there's no way I'm putting Luka in MVP conversations.
I agree.
Because he's part of the reason why I can't take them seriously.
It's Tyrese Maxey in MVP conversations. 30
He
point per
might
game
be.
scoring a good team.
He might be.
I mean, we didn't say Kate Cunningham.
Cade, sure.
Oh, true.
What Kate Cunningham and Jaylen Brown are doing out east are extremely impressive. I know what Shea doing is very, very good, and it's honestly warranted, but Cade and Jaylen Brown has really taken these teams to new heights. We did not see the Pistons being the number 1 seed. We didn't see the Celtics being the number 2 seed. Both of those teams have not severely, but like exponentially exceeded expectations.
It's like that is a good conversation. What does the top 5 in MVP look like this season if Jokic don't hit 65? Like, I think even though Anthony Edwards is not starting in the All-Star game, you could probably make a case for Anthony Edwards being top 5.
Oh, of course.
It's such a weird season we're a part of right now.
It's a good problem to have in the NBA.
Yeah. It's too good, actually.
Yeah.
I need some expansion so we can make teams work.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.